Ready?
Yep. Hell yeah. Hold it. Welcome to In the Minivan.
Fuck.
I think that was all right.
That was cool.
You know what's
Was it?
Yeah, because
Go ahead.
I am.
Right.
It's the night. We got a little bit of a harmony going.
Yeah, it's Sunday. We're harmonious.
Yep.
We are living victorious.
That's correct.
We are stone's throw away from heaven.
Very close by. We're neighboring heaven at this time.
That's right.
I just got the keys to my new home.
Oh?
Uh-huh. And it is right next to the pearly gates.
What's the address?
It is Cloud 9.
Wow.
But
you know
it's
what
actually
here's really
located
good?
in Alpharetta.
Nobody talks about it?
Huh.
Cloud 7.
It's okay.
Apparently that's where everybody's going. It's up and coming.
Yeah, there's the whole angel flight thing coming. So there's going to be a whole exodus of angels from Cloud 9 to Cloud 7. Real estate is cheap right now on Cloud 8. I'm thinking about investing.
You should.
This is stupid. This is a podcast.
No, you're right.
This is a podcast about music, friendship, and staying positive.
Yeah, through thick and thin.
That's correct. My name's Max Fine.
I'm Michael Rowland.
And we're here.
And you're here.
We're all here. And because of that, this is a community.
Yeah, and we're happy to have you inside our community,
That's
inside
true.
our pearly gates.
Here's the real issue. This is going to sound strained, and it's because we're banking a bunch, because old big boy Michael's going to
Columbia. You don't have to tell people,
there's
a
peek behind the curtain.
Yeah, that's
people
right.
like this. They want to feel like they're a part of it,
yeah,
like they have some say.
Before they look behind the curtain, they were scared of the Wizard of Oz. Now they're looking behind the curtain. They say,
Who's that little man down there?
Little man back there pulling all those levers. I ain't scared of him.
No.
You know what I mean?
But it's nice to
Max is doing well. He's got a Nespresso.
I've got a new Nespresso.
He's replaced his Nespresso machine.
Yep. And if you have video, you can see I've got a cute little cup.
Yep.
I'm in my Paul Finch era.
Who's Paul Finch?
From American Pie? Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I'm very unsettled today.
I can tell.
Finchy. Finch, whatever happened to that guy?
I don't know.
He was the most likable...
Dude,
of all of those characters.
You want to know? So I rewatched the American Pie series.
Oh, good. Talk about it. This is gonna we're gonna crush a solid 10 minutes right here.
Oh, you know what? Before we get into American Pie, we should probably do the other part. We have Patreon.
Yeah.
We have Discord. We have reviews that need to be written. If you would be so kind, dear listener, as to go to the Apple iTunes app or podcast, rate and review the podcast on Patreon. 2 episodes a month for $5. For $10, you get those 2 episodes. You get a sticker. T-shirts are coming. Mixtape is coming. And you'll also get playlists from us every month.
Woo!
And that is all available in the episode notes. If you don't want to do any of that, at the very least, leave us a fire emoji on an Instagram.
Chang, chang, chang.
And while you're doing that, we're so smart and sweet that we're going to give you a little tune to do that too.
This is an adventure song.
Let's
now
hear
get
it.
on the road and start doing what we need you to do. Like and subscribe. Subscribe and like. Get on Patreon now.
There are some really good episodes on Patreon, by the way.
There are some really good episodes on Patreon right
I went through and listened to them, and I almost forget that it's us.
Yeah, because it's so good.
It is.
And we think we suck.
That's true.
Yeah. So we listen back and we go, holy shit.
Yeah. Not
Maybe
bad.
we should be a little more confident. But then if we got too confident, it would ruin our charm.
Exactly.
And we engage.
I love this one.
Get on Patreon. Yeah. Go, like, and subscribe and other stuff. Get in the Discord.
Talk to us. Show us your muscles.
Show us your muscles. Have many rooms in the Discord. It's a new app. I don't use it that way. Adam Sandler. You better get up in the Discord. I am the Mandler.
No, that was perfect. I know I said this to you yesterday, but my favorite thing is watching you get into your flow state. Because you immediately, your eyes start to wander. You're looking at me, but I can see you looking through me. And then I know you're in the state when you start to cry.
I do tear up a little bit when the muse takes me.
It's crazy.
It's weird, I'll tell you.
It happens like 90% of the time.
Can I tell you, oh my God, I was on set of Animal Control, and it was like towards the end, we were in our last few weeks of shooting, and I was working with Grace, and me and Grace had become such good friends. We would just be like, you get on set, you just like loopy around each other. Yeah. And this was a point where I had started drinking a little Kratom before I got to work with coffee.
Oh, buddy.
So I'd be like keyed up like a fucking, like I was in fourth grade, not on Ritalin, just like disturbing the peace, not shutting the fuck up.
Being a nuisance on set?
Just, oh my God, just being an absolute annoying piece of shit. And I was there, like, trying to do a bit. Grace is just, like, in her chair, trying to look online. And I'm, like, starting to do a bit where I don't even remember what I was saying, but I was trying to do little voices. And I got caught up in it. And I started to cry because I thought it was funny. I was like, man, I'm really getting into something. I was like, I was tearing up and being like, like being random. And she looked at me and she's like, what's wrong with you? She goes, I think you're mentally unwell. And I was like deeply wounded. I was like, I show you my weird side. I let myself get weird as hell. And you make me feel like I got to go to therapy, lady. Don't do this.
I love that your experience with this show, you've told, because everything you've told me, it's like everybody else is very professional. They're like, they're sitting there learning their lines. And I'm over here. You know who's cool again? Their dick touch? Joel McHale. Yeah, no, I've been farting on my castmates for 3 months.
I was definitely the problem. You know, if you're on set and nobody's talking shit about any of the other actors to you, you're the actor that they're talking shit about. No, I just said that. It's not like it's gospel.
Were they talking to you?
Yeah, but no, it was half joking, probably half true. You know, like all fun jokes.
Oh, I didn't mean to get in your head about that. I'm watching this.
You didn't get in my head. I was just disappointed that you didn't roll with the bit.
Well, I thought that you were.
Oh, legitimately, they hate you. No,
I thought that's what you were leading into.
In my darkest imaginings, I'm like, they have a group chat that I'm not part of where they just talk shit.
Dude,
but that's
have you ever found out that you're not in a group chat you thought you were in?
I don't want to know. Okay. I can't remember any time that it's happened, but I'm sure it's coming and it's going to hurt me. So I'm getting ahead of it, and I don't want to be in any group.
You want to know the trick?
I never want to be in love, so I can never be heartbroken. How about that?
You want to know? Here's a little trick that I've done. I don't get into group chats.
Dude, if you can avoid them.
I've avoided group chats my entire life.
That's great.
I'm in one, and it's the one that you and I are in with Evan Rollins, who's doing the podcast.
Oh
today.
Yeah, these are short-lived
day of group chats. Yes.
Day of group chats, not long-term. You don't.
I don't know, because then there's always going to be a schism. One person's going to want to leave. They're not going to be invested in it, and it's usually me.
Well, you know, we got the group chat for the show now, and it's like some people. I be consistent when I can. I try to keep the energy in there when I can, but then some days I don't have the energy, but other people pick it up. You know, other people got the juice.
That's right. Now, how many are in that group chat?
5.
Yeah, dude. You have a 3-person group chat. It's fucked.
Oh,
when one person doesn't carry the weight,
you know what I mean? Others, it's like a 3-legged stool. If one of those legs goes,
the whole thing topples.
It's but true. A 4-legged stool, you can sort of you can lose a leg on there and still sort of sit on it, shift the weight.
Yeah, exactly. The responsibility goes to the other 4, the other 3.
Now, a 5-legged stool, that's
unbreakable.
Yeah, exactly.
It's unbreakable.
Yeah.
I mean, a 5-person group chat's not even a group chat. That's community.
I feel like if Dyson makes a stool, they're like, the new Dyson 5-level.
The proper amount of legs.
Proper amount of legs. I looked at stools and I thought, why only 4? It's simply not sturdy enough. But now.
Have you watched Spinal Tap?
Introducing this Dyson. Go with me.
Oh, yeah, I'm going with you.
The new Dyson 5-leg stool. Okay, now.
I really thought that was going to be the clap.
You didn't think it was going to be the clap.
Bullshit. It's either this one or this one.
It's the third up. God damn it.
How do you know it?
Because I watch you hit the wrong button every episode. I watch you every episode hit the wrong button and then look at me like, ugh.
I thought it was.
hit Welcome to the Cum Zone right now. You can't. You can't.
Hang on. Yes, I can.
Wait.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
What were you saying?
Welcome to the Cum Zone. Only come inside anime girls.
God,
we're never far away. We're never far away from the Cum Zone.
That's such a gnarly button to have.
I know.
How did we get that?
When I first got this thing, I had this thing
egregious.
Yeah, I had this thing for like 3 months before I had a use for it. And I was like, well, I can download sounds.
Oh, that's just what you were doing when you were. It was just for you.
Yeah, this was my private thing that I would keep secret.
I know
it would just be me. Like I would get home, I would get really high, and I'd be like. And then I'd sit and I would go.
What's another one on there?
We end up looking like a monkey
fucking a football.
out there.
Good shit, dude.
It's good. Wait, hit me one more.
Oh my god,
that was one we were.
That's one, yeah.
When we got really excited about the buttons, we had big plans for the buttons.
We had big plans for this whole podcast.
Huge.
I know we talk about it all the time. Maybe not even our biggest plan, but we had a plan to paint the room.
You know what we've done though? We've actually done the show. Pretty cool.
That's true. It's true. I don't think I've ever committed to something.
We talked about it. We went for over a year.
Yeah, and we're still doing it. It's great. American Pie. Let me get back here before.
Thank you for bringing it around because I wanted to get back here.
So
continue for.
I've been rewatching the entire American Pie series,
of course,
and it holds the fuck up, dude. Like, there's one scene in the first movie where it's like, okay, you know what? We definitely did not have the foresight that we have now to know that, maybe streaming a woman taking her clothes off in your bedroom isn't the best idea.
Right.
But every other part of that movie is fucking hysterical, dude.
Yes.
All of them. And I'm drinking espresso, watching Finch drink espresso. He's got a little to-go cup he's drinking in high school. I think that I really did some digging here. I'm pretty sure that I saw American Pie as a kid, saw Finch, and was like, that's who I want to be.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Well, did you do it?
Oh, I'm drinking espresso.
Yeah, but, more. Did you branch out from that?
I tried reading. I tried getting smart.
Did you maybe
have sex with a mother?
An older woman?
I have.
Okay.
It was not like a cool experience like that.
Man, people are always like, what Harry Potter character am I? What
American Pie? What do you think you are? I think I'm somewhere between Jason Biggs and Finch.
I think I'm somewhere between Jason Biggs and that guy who can't let his girlfriend go.
Oz?
Is it Oz? No, Oz is like the sweet one.
No, Kevin.
Kevin. Wait, well, which one do you think I am?
I would put you somewhere between... Actually, I think you're closer to Oz than you realize.
Wow.
I think you're somewhere between Oz and Kevin.
That's really sweet. Oz is a sweet-ass character in the movie.
Oz is the only, I think, truly good person in those movies.
And then he actually gets to have, a love.
Yeah, dude. Well,
does he show up in American Wedding?
Yes, he does.
Oh.
Or no, not in Wedding, an American Reunion.
Oh.
You remember he shows up in American Reunion, and he's married to Cerie from 30 Rock.
Which one? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Dude, I actually have a funny story about her.
Had it.
Her husband in real life is the singer of a band. We'll play this band because I don't like them.
Okay.
They were like an emo band in the 2010s.
Gross.
Exactly. I tweeted once something like, it will never cease to amaze me that the hottest cast member of 30 Rock married an emo singer.
Gross.
Whatever. He found the tweet.
Oh.
I didn't tag him, and he responded to me like, yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out too, and then sent me a DM.
Oh, that makes me like him. What was the DM?
He was just like, hey, man, went through your tweets, pretty funny stuff, and he lives in New York, and that was about it.
He could have gotten mad at you, man.
He could have been, but he was a real fun guy and at least had a sense of humor about it because, boy, dude, I remember hearing his band even as a kid that was into that type of music and being like, this is too on the nose for me.
Well, what was the name of the band?
Armor for Sleep.
Jesus.
And the song that you're going to want to look up is Car Underwater.
Car Underwater.
This by Armor for Sleep. I actually did like this one a lot.
Okay.
But a lot of it was not great. You might want to skip a little bit. So, I know how you feel about this type of music.
Well, hold on now. I might go against the grain. Okay, maybe not.
Not for you, huh?
Well,
I love this song, actually, now that I'm being totally honest. This shit rips. What hurts more is I would still die for
yeah, I
you.
hate it. You're right.
I know. So that guy is married to Suri from
Why
30
were you
Rock.
so big on that in emo music? Like, I fucking die for you.
Well, okay, do you want the real answer?
Yes.
All right, so emo music, like, kind of starts in the mid-90s, right? Mm-hmm. And you're getting, like, Fugazi, you're getting, like, all the punk guys that were just like, hey, we want to sing about women, you know, and, like, hey, I'm getting heartbroken, this is what I'm going to sing about. But it was, like, initially way more aggressive sounding and way more, it was, like, rooted in punk and hardcore.
Right.
And it slowly starts to morph. You get bands like Jimmy Eat World, who I still think is, like, a top 3 favorite band of all time.
Okay.
I think Clarity is, like, the greatest album ever made. And it starts to get a little softer and sweeter and whinier, but not whiny. Jimmy Eat World's not whiny. But then you get all these people like that listen to Dashboard Confessional, and you get Hawthorne Heights out of that. You get Armor for Sleep out of that. You get like all of these bands are like, we're gonna sing up here. We're gonna talk about how I'm hurting. But it used to be way more cool, I guess. That's not a good representation of it. But like, if you put on like anything off Clarity by Jimmy Eat World, it's a great song.
I remember that song. It takes my pain away.
That's different. That was off Futures. That's 2 albums later.
Oh, really? Not good?
I don't like that album.
What?
I like that album. I don't think it holds a candle to Clarity. Can I play you some Clarity?
I mean, please, because I don't know anything to play.
So Jimmy Eat World, I think, is a band that you would actually really enjoy if you like gave them a real chance.
Who knows if I will?
I know. So let's go straight to some Clarity stuff. They've put out so many fucking albums. It's crazy. This came out in 99. Let's do... Oh, this is a fun one.
Is this what you were listening to in middle school?
Yeah. It's not as whiny, right?
No, it's not. This is more... I almost said down the barrel, but I didn't know down the barrel what.
This is a weird one because it's got the other guitarist singing.
This feels like it'd be in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Yeah,
it looks like they'd let this one ride in.
This one is the sickest chorus. Let this go a second.
Is this the sickest?
I love this. Like, I really fucking love this song.
I think it's fine.
Whatever. It's all right.
No, well, now you got me thinking.
No, I understand that it's like... It's weird because I found it when I was like 13, 14 years old, right?
Right.
And so it definitely had an impact on me. But this album came out and like people our age now were really into it at 99.
Right.
You know, and it makes sense. And dude, you got to read this book, Sellout.
Uh-huh.
It fucking rips. It's all about all of these bands making their major label debuts.
Like Green Day's in there too?
Yeah, Green Day's the first album, and they talk about Dookie. But this one, Clarity is in it, and it talks about how Clarity really just changed everything about music.
Dude, okay, I'm going to show you what I listened to when I was in middle school. Mm-hmm. And it was all inspired by the movie The New Guy starring DJ Qualls.
We've talked about that movie ad nauseum, and it's still excellent.
It's still excellent, but because of that movie in middle school, I was super into fucking James Brown.
Before we get into this,
what?
Have you seen the trailer for the new Tommy Wiseau movie?
No.
Tommy Wiseau made a new movie, and I'm pretty sure DJ Qualls is in it.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
That's so exciting.
It's called like Shark Attack or like Shark Monster.
Dude.
It looks insane.
I want to see DJ Keith. He hasn't been working since goddamn Legit on FX or Hustle and Flow.
No, he's definitely worked since Hustle and Flow.
Legit on FX. When have you seen him since Legit on FX?
I see him on, because I remember he came out a few years ago and that brought him back into like...
He's gay?
Yeah, and that brought... And that I remember that was like the big like, hey, DJ Qualls is back. And then I have not heard from him since.
Yeah.
So it could be that he's not acting. He's just... Maybe he's doing podcasts. I don't know. But let's hear it.
Okay, doing it to death. Fred Wesley and the JBs. With James Brown, baby.
This is Finch music, dude.
This is Finch music.
This is Finch music.
In here.
Are you adding these to the playlist?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. I love this song. You know what, dude? Funk was something that I definitely... There were a lot of types.
I tried to get you into funk in high school.
It worked though because like funk was one of the few bands that not bands genres of music where I would listen to, and it's like, oh, I don't have anything like negative to say about this.
Yeah.
Like it's just good. It's not something that I ever.
And that's DJ Qualls' message in the movie The New Guy. It's like, what do we play for prom? He's like, you got to bring the only type of music everybody loves. I'm talking about the funk.
I watched The New Guy twice last year.
Really?
Yeah,
that's
dude.
good. I try to hit it once a year, annually.
Yeah, my girlfriend put it on, and I was like, "This is excellent." And then a couple weeks later, she was like, "Do you want to watch The New Guy?" I was like, "We did watch this a few. Fuck yeah, dude. Let's watch it again." Who's the bitch now? Forever in my brain.
Eddie Griffin was such an integral part of the childhood.
He was, dude.
He was.
And you know what? I remember seeing that movie and telling my mom I wanted a denim jacket, and she was like, "Great." And we went to a thrift store. And I was like, we're not going to find what I'm looking for here. I need a dark blue denim jacket, almost black if I'm being... Is that you?
That was me.
Who's calling?
Spam risk.
Should have been a flight risk.
Fucking I am.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Are you currently on the lam?
No, I'm farting and my farts are bombs, dude.
Oh, I had a...
Sorry.
That's all right.
Cut it. Jesus.
No, we'll leave it in. I had a big old bomb last night.
No, wait, is it a fart?
No, I just bombed on stage.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What happened?
I was hosting a show. This is the worst. There's nothing worse than eating it when you're the host.
Oh, yeah, you feel very responsible.
Not only do you feel responsible, you have to look at these people every 10 to 12 minutes. And
sometimes you can get it back. Sometimes you can...
I could not. This was one of those where it was like everybody was going up, and nobody did particularly well. That's not true. The last comic did pretty well.
Who?
Kendall Farrell.
Kendall Farrell, let's go. Well. We love Kendall.
And everybody else kind of, it was mid.
Where was it?
It was in Sunnyside. I don't want to talk too much shit.
Okay,
but it was like the first time I've done this since maybe that time in Cincinnati when I bombed so hard I quit drinking. I said, like, I can tell you guys don't like me. I can tell you guys don't really...
respect me.
Yeah, I was just like, I can tell some of you are regretting your choices for coming out tonight.
Oh, no.
I was like, I just panicked. I have not, like, melted down like this in a long time.
Damn, that sucks. I had a rough start to my set last night.
Yeah.
But I feel like the whole thing is like, if you can just stick it out and keep slinging them, eventually they come around, and they did.
But you can, if the problem with, like, hosting is... Your job is to get the energy up and to get them excited about the rest of the show. And when you don't do it and you have to stay there, I'm like pretty okay with bombing. Yeah. I can handle it. It doesn't bother me because I'm like, I can leave.
Yeah.
It's fine. I can leave. I can listen to this on the train and I can figure out what went wrong and fix it. But I just had to stay in this fucking bar from 7:30 at night until 11. And boy, howdy, dude. I'm in there and I'm like, it was just brutal, man.
Yeah.
It was like I got off stage. I looked at my friends that were there. I was like, I want to go home. I just want to go home. It took me an hour and a half to get out here. I hate being here. This is embarrassed. I was so embarrassed.
Yeah.
And then every time I'd go up, I was just, fuck. Okay, you guys, are you having fun? And nobody was like,
oh man,
I said like, I like someone went up and had a great closer. I was like, give it up for that person, whatever. And they just wouldn't.
They just wouldn't?
Nothing. And I was like,
haters, dude.
This is brutal.
Little monsters.
And it's like, it's not a comedy club. So you have to like sneak into like.
I will say, I think I did a show around Sunnyside, Queens once, and I really had a hard time.
I think it's just because it's too residential.
Maybe.
I think they're just like, no, we want to hang out and do trivia or some shit. We want to talk to our friends.
It is a trivia part of town.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I used to date a Mennonite there.
Oh, that was where the Mennonite lady lived?
Yeah, she lived in Sunnyside.
Let's go.
Yeah, man.
Oh, did I tell you about the first guy that recognized me from the show?
No.
Dude, it was so funny. I left my coat at this bar a week ago, and I finally went in there last Sunday, and I was looking for it. And I found it, and then I was coming out, and this guy is sitting there. He's got his dog in the middle, and then he's got his other buddy sitting next to him.
What part of town is this?
This is Williamsburg. So it's him, his dog, his buddy. And he looks at me, and he goes, hey, we love pet control. And I look at his friend, and his friend looks at me like, I
have no idea who the fuck you are. Yeah.
And then I look at the dog, and the dog's sort of looking at me like, huh?
We love pet control.
Yeah. And I was like, you and the dog? He's like, yeah, we love pet control. And I was like, oh, sweet.
Dude.
Cool, man.
I'm bummed. I haven't been able to keep up since my Hulu password changed.
It's okay. No, dude, I think we're doing really well. I think people are really happy with the show. I'm like, it's a fun show.
Are you happy?
I believe in it. Yeah,
good.
Yeah, where I was like, I don't know how people are going to receive it, but people seem to really like it.
Yeah.
I'm stoked on it.
I haven't heard anybody say anything negative about it.
No.
But I can't watch it now, and I'm like, as far as I'm concerned, it's either the greatest thing that's ever been on television or the worst, but because I can't tell, I'll never know.
Dude, everybody's got Hulu. If you have Spotify, you have Hulu.
What?
Yeah.
You can
use your Spotify account to log into Hulu.
You can?
Yes.
Really?
Truly. That's why I'm glad we're on Hulu. Everybody could get Hulu. Are
you serious? How?
Yes.
Well, show me after because
I'm serious. If you just log in with your Spotify info, it should work.
I log in with Facebook.
Well, try it with Spotify.
Right. Well, I mean, we'll get into.
How did you wait? Whose account were you in before?
I was with my dad's.
Oh,
and the problem is the password's changed, and I can't go through that.
Yeah,
I can't go through explaining to my dad, like, because he was telling me, he was like, no, this is the password. I was like, but it's not working.
Yeah,
so it's not the password, Dad.
Dude.
And then it's like, well, how do I reset it? It's like, I don't want to teach you how to reset a password because then you're gonna have to learn how to get into your email, and that's a whole issue.
Oh yeah,
I don't want to do it, so I'm just like, I guess I just won't watch TV anymore.
Yeah. It's going well. You said you were sleeping better.
No, I'm staying. You know what, dude? I was reading last night until about 3 a.m.
What are you reading?
Power Broker.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Is it because I made you self-conscious about reading?
No, I've been reading this book for...
By the way, my brother called and said I explained syntax versus grammar very well. Huh? Or decently. In the last episode, never mind.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sure you did. I bet you did, dude. Hey, you know grammar. You know words. You know syntax.
I do.
I think so.
Thanks.
I don't, so...
You know stuff.
I know stuff, but I don't know the words to stuff. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I have a general idea of things.
Oh, yeah.
But when you want me to explain what those things are, brother, I might as well speak Latin.
Explain
Mr. Sharp! Sorry.
That was the Latin teacher. Mr. Sharp, are you sure?
Yeah.
Wow.
Took 3 weeks, but I got it.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, so I don't speak music. Or what? Syntax?
Syntax.
Anyways, you got a song?
Yeah, I hope so. Dude. So, last episode we talked about some Memphis hip hop. So we're bringing it back to Pooh Shiesty.
Yes.
The song is So Icy.
Okay. Oh, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh.
I wonder if you'll like this.
I do like this.
You do?
I do.
What makes it different?
Man, I think I'm starting to understand, like, it really... Hip-hop has to be one of two things for me. It has to be so different that I can't stop listening to it.
Yeah.
Or it's got to be so... like everything else, and I don't mean this in a negative way, but it's got to like kind of be either a background thing like this, or it's got to be like I love Blue in Exile, and I can listen to that on its own.
Blue in Exile is very different from Pooh Shiesty.
Very different, but that's the thing. It's like it's either got to be something so different that I'm like, what the fuck am I listening to?
Right.
Or it's got to be something like that where it's like this is just a consistent beat and groove. The vocals aren't too overpowering, and I can just kind of put it on and do my thing.
Dude, Pooh Shiesty's one of those dudes where his brand of music, like so often I'll hear it and I'll be like, fuck this. But the way he does it, it's just an example of the way he does it.
I like it.
I think he does it great.
I do too.
And it's so fun to listen to.
Everything you've showed me from him, I've really, really enjoyed.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, I've got another one because on the last episode, I know I was telling you about Twitey's old playlist. That, the quarantine playlist, and I found another one on there. It's that Antarctico Vespucci song. What is it called?
Wait, I got to get back.
Yeah. I think it's called We're Living in Hell, maybe?
Living in Hell.
Yes.
Antarctico Vespucci.
I like this song, and I think this is some dude, like some...
This is not what I was expecting.
No?
Living in Hell?
Yeah.
By Antarctico Vespucci? I was expecting something way heavier. This is like the fucking Beatles, dude.
Kind of, yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. Skip a little bit. Because the chorus definitely has a little bit more...
No, I'm
That's
sorry.
all right. It's okay. This is Jeff Rosenstock, I think, and Chris Farron. Have you ever?
Wait, who are they?
They're like Jeff Rosenstock is. Here, pause it.
Sorry.
Jeff Rosenstock is this guy that he put out like a bunch of pop rock stuff, and then like punk, and then he did a complete redo of an album he did in ska music.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I honestly do not like his solo stuff. I think it's really fucking bad. But I really like this song.
Okay, word.
Yeah, you know what, dude? If you're listening to this and you have a beef with me for not liking Jeff Rosenstock, take a number behind every other fucking person I've ever talked to.
Jesus,
I don't like him.
I don't even know who this guy is.
Put him up. Play his most played song, whatever. I just don't get it, and it sucks because this is the kind of music that canonically I adore. Okay. But I just think he's bad.
Apparently, I've liked one song by this man. Let's see.
I like this song a little bit.
Wait, you know what's so insane? This song started and I said, oh, well, this is fucking stupid.
Yep.
And the first thing you said is, oh, this one is
this
excellent.
one, but you know why? Because this sounds like another song.
What song?
I don't know, but it uses like a melody that's been around forever. Nope. You know what? Now that I'm listening to it, I hate it.
His voice is just like...
It's annoying as fuck, isn't it?
Yeah. You don't like this?
I don't like his voice.
It's like he's yelling it in your face.
Yeah, except he's not yelling.
He's not yelling.
I think he's boring. I don't like it, and it's one of those things where everybody I know that like goes to concerts has invited me to a Jeff Rosenstock concert.
Really?
And then gets frustrated when I'm like, I just don't like that guy.
Jeez, who's inviting you to this Jeff Rosenstock fella?
Dude, he's
I
huge.
never would.
He is huge.
Well, his top song on Spotify is 2 million listens.
Is that not much?
You know,
I have no idea.
It's 11 million.
There you go.
Difference.
But yeah,
313,000 monthly listeners. That's it. But my guy's doing it.
He's doing fine, and people like him, and he plays big venues. But I'm just like, I don't know, man.
You
it
can
feels
do without. You don't.
I really can. This is my first like absolute negative. I don't like an artist that I should stance.
Okay. I respect it.
Yeah. All right. Good because good. All right. This is. Oh, fuck, I'm all loaded on caffeine and bagels.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what happened. Before we started this, I went into the bagel shop, and I heard some crazy shit.
What were you hearing in this bagel shop?
First, I waited online for 40 minutes. It was a war zone.
Jesus, man. I told you to get out.
I know you did, but I was already there.
Of course.
And it's like I walked. It's whatever. But I heard you've got a joke talking about Guy Fieri and talking about cream cheese, describing it as the creaminess of the cheese.
Oh, yeah.
And I heard someone say it's the creaminess of the cheese
when was I telling that joke?
Years ago.
It's the creaminess of the cheese.
You were talking about watching diners, drive-ins, and dives or something.
Yeah.
And you were like, Guy Fieri, you were talking about Guy Fieri or something.
Yeah.
And I just remembered that line so well. And then I heard someone say it, followed up with, and it's really a bagel-y bagel.
Yeah,
and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Of course it is.
There's something about overhearing any other person's conversation where you're like, are you guys fucking stupid?
Dude, and I heard the people behind me were talking about like just the trials and tribulations of trying to be poly.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't have time for this. Like, I want my bagel, and
Wasn't
I want
it
to
like
leave.
this guy just wants to suck my dick all the time?
Yes.
There was like, all right.
So this dude was telling his friend, and he was like, yeah, I'm seeing a couple people right now, and there's one dude who doesn't want to fuck. He just wants to suck my dick. And I'm like, what the fuck are you complaining about?
Oh, boo-hoo.
Boo-hoo. You've got a guy that just wants to suck your dick?
Sometimes when people are talking about that stuff so loud in the line, I'm like, come on. Like,
I don't think they were talking that loud.
Oh, really?
It was like, I had 40 minutes.
Zeroed in.
Dude, I had 40 minutes. I had my
course.
sunglasses on. I was like, I think I can pull this off. I took the headphones
You're like a little
out.
spy.
Yup, and I heard that. I needed the mirror.
My favorite is I'll leave the headphones in and act like I'm listening to something, but I'm
You were just telling me that you won't get the AirPods?
No.
You want to know something? This is seriously, and I'm not kidding, this is the best reason to get them when you live in New York. They have a mode where if you press them for a while, it'll actually turn off the noise canceling, and you can hear everything around you.
Wow, you know what's so interesting about that? If you just have wired headphones,
you
keep them in,
Yeah, but what if you're getting on the train and you want to turn that noise canceling on?
You can hear it. Who needs it?
You know what? For somebody that's so worried about
your life,
but it's funny because you're someone that's so focused on long-term side effects of health and stuff. Do you know how bad it is to be on the platforms in New York on the train station for your ears?
How bad?
Horrible.
Is that true?
There's like a very serious correlation between people that live in New York and when they lose their hearing.
What?
Because, yeah, dude.
What? Yeah. Max, what?
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, shit. I didn't mean to freak you out.
Wait, but what if my ears are covered with my earbuds?
They're not noise canceling. They're not.
That's the difference. I think it's about the air pressure in the train approaching.
But there's no pressure
God, my
in yours.
ears ache as you say this.
Yeah, dude. If you got... Oh, Christ. The face you made. You should be disgusted, embarrassed, and ashamed. There should be people coming in this door right now to take you away and cart you off for the face you just... That was the face of a man that can't tell the difference between a fart and a shit and just hoping to God, please, Jesus, let this be gas and not solid. Oh, my God. Oh, it smells.
Yeah,
it stinks.
Of course it does. Of course it does. Wait.
Your ears.
Train platform ears. Train platform
ears.
Ears.
Health. Yeah, what's it say?
Attacker chews off man's ear.
Well,
train
wouldn't have happened if he had some AirPods in. But the pros, maybe not the...
Ear damage. What do we got?
I don't know.
Can riding the subway every day damage your hearing? Science line.
What's she saying? Because I'm well protected and I can't hear nothing.
Oh my God, it only takes 30 seconds of exposure to sounds that loud before noise-induced hearing loss can occur.
Yeah.
On average, stations are around 80 decibels, which can cause hearing loss after 160 minutes of exposure. See?
Okay.
Hint, if you've been waiting that long for the train, it's probably
Take a
not
car.
coming.
Yeah. Well, it's not good for your ears, dude.
Yeah, it's clearly not. Apparently, riding in your car with the windows down is not good for you.
I knew that, but I love that.
It's like my favorite
But the
thing.
other thing is, I think that's really more for highway.
I'm really prepared to just have hearing aids when I'm older.
I am too. You know what, dude? I went down a real Rush Limbaugh rabbit hole the other day.
What's that about?
Rush Limbaugh?
Yeah. Boy, how'd you get started in the hole?
You know what it is? I just kind of lose my mind at parts of the day, and I'm like, I'll get on Wikipedia, and then...
What's up with Rush?
Dude, you know he had a cochlear implant on his head when he died?
Really?
Yeah, I had no idea. Rush Limbaugh really does kind of like fascinate me.
Who is he again?
He was the hyper-conservative talk radio guy that everyone's dad loved.
That also hated Trump?
No, loved Trump.
Oh.
Loved Trump, but he was like anti-everything liberal and very much like gay people, this, you know, like whatever. But Elton John played at his wedding.
Elton John played at his wedding? You think Elton John's a little conservative? Possibly.
No. I was reading an interview, and then after reading about Rush, I read this interview with Elton John, who's like, privately, Rush Limbaugh could not have been more supportive of gay people and stuff. It was all a grift, and my whole thing was to just break him.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, dude, that's
like
so
they
interesting.
stayed close. After the wedding, Elton John would like continue to correspond with Rush.
He said it was all a grift.
Yes.
What,
dude? But it's like, are you? I don't want to. We won't talk about politics on this podcast. Like we've decided we can, but I thought we kind of decided we wouldn't.
Okay.
All of those fucking people are grifters. None of them really believe what they say. This is the whole Tucker Carlson thing, where his text got leaked saying that he hates Trump and shit.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Dude. He was like texting all of the other correspondents on Fox, like when Trump was losing during the January 6th stuff. He was like, "We might finally be rid of Trump."
Oh shit!
And then he's going on, TV talking about how he's innocent and he shouldn't be. Right. All of these guys are fucking liars and grifters. Mm-hmm. Tucker Carlson loves Phish, by the way. And for a split second, I was like, maybe he does have a point. But yeah, man. And Rush Limbaugh had a cochlear implant. That's really all I wanted to say about that.
No, it was a nice diversion because I learned a lot.
Yeah, man. These people are all full of shit. It's like, whatever.
Yeah.
It's frustrating, but I can't think about it or I'll lose my fucking mind. And
we don't want that.
No, dude. I've had to like completely block myself off from CNN and all that.
Really?
Shit. Dude, it like gets me to a place that I really... All right, yeah, if I'm being totally honest, like my biggest fear in the world at this current moment and has been for the last year is nukes.
Oh, really?
I'm terrified of the nuclear war, and I really think we're like nosediving towards it.
Oh, shit.
It does not feel like we will have a planet by 2023.
Oh,
2024. Shit. I really don't think so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I really think that this is our last year. And it's something
Max,
I think of. I don't talk about it because it's a bummer for everybody.
That's huge. If that's true, you also should...
What? There's nothing... That's the thing. Every time I've talked to somebody about it, they're like, yeah, but you can't do anything about it. So why are you worried about it? And it's like, just because I can't do anything about it doesn't mean it doesn't terrify me.
Yeah.
You know, like, we're like, dude, Xi Jinping in Russia, like...
Meeting,
assuring Putin of support and stuff. It's like, this isn't...
Also, North Korea, I think, was at the meeting.
Well, then there's this whole issue of if Putin's going to go to fucking South Africa for this BRICS meeting. And
what's in South Africa?
So there are a couple like economies that are meeting to form their own kind of like, not quite a NATO thing, but like this economic partnership. Mm-hmm. And it's Brazil, Russia, India, South Africa, and China. The problem is, and they have this big meeting scheduled in South Africa. The issue is if Putin goes, he gets arrested immediately because the International Criminal Court is trying to try him for war crimes.
Right.
If he gets arrested, that's essentially a declaration of war from the UN, from NATO towards the east.
Right.
And if there's war, there's nukes.
Oh yeah.
And that terrifies me.
Wow.
And so South Africa is in this very interesting position where they are part of this group of countries that has agreed if Putin steps foot on their territory, he'll be arrested.
Right.
But Russia's saying if he's arrested, it's a declaration of war.
Right.
So we'll see what happens.
We will see what happens. That's exciting, though. I didn't realize that.
That's like all I think about all day.
That's not true. All you think about all day?
The majority of my day.
We talk about other stuff all the time.
I constantly have to dig because it's like part of the panic attacks and shit I get is because I'll be walking down the street and I'll get a little CNN news alert on my phone or whatever. Like, Xi Jinping lands in Russia, and that sends me on a spiral.
Really?
I can't handle it. It, like, between like, this inflation shit, like, everything feels like it's falling apart all the time.
Yeah.
And I think I'm better about it than I was when I was, like, 18.
Yeah.
When I would just openly be like, everything's happening, we're all going to die in this. Now I just keep it to myself because no one wants to hear it.
That's fair. I don't know. I think... something bad is coming and that a certain amount of people will die.
Yep.
And
it has come.
Hope
it has come. That's what
yeah.
we all like. We're just talking about like this, Ukraine, like it's just like, this isn't a precursor to anything. Meanwhile, it's like history shows when we get involved with other countries and what's going on in their shit, world wars begin.
Yeah.
And so it's like, and we're not where we were 100 years ago during World War I or 80, in World War II when it's like, no, we have nuclear weapons now, and not just us.
Yeah.
Everybody's got them. Mm-hmm. And it's just a scary thing.
For sure.
I'll cut this.
No,
okay.
It's legit.
Yeah.
I don't think about it.
I do. This is all I think about. And this is my fucking bad brain where I can't get off of these things.
Yeah.
I would love so bad to think about allergies.
Right.
And how much of a bummer it is that I've got allergies right now.
But you don't.
But I don't, because this is just this is nothing compared to a nuke.
That's true. Buddy, you're going to feel real bad if you get nuked.
No, I'm going to feel vindicated. If that nuke comes, I'm going to have 10 minutes to tell everybody, I told you so.
That's true. And if the nuke doesn't come by 2024, you have to fight somebody in a ring.
I like that. All right, so here's the deal. We'll update the Patreon goals. We either get 100 patrons or no nukes.
Or... no nukes.
This is a win-win, dude.
Yeah. Or if we get 100 patrons, I fight somebody. And if it becomes 2024 and there's no nukes,
I'll fight somebody.
Max fights somebody. And if they happen at the same time, me and Max will fight each other.
All right. Well, hell, that's a win-win.
Wait, here. Let me hit a song. How about Over the River, Justin Hines and the Dominoes? Because you need to chillax, brother.
Yeah, give me something. This is perfect.
That's right.
You know what this reminds me of? You know that scene in Knocked Up when Seth Rogen is smoking the bong before the earthquake?
Yeah.
And something like this is playing?
Yeah.
That's always been the funniest part of that movie to me, is just him listening to that music, smoking pot while the earthquake hits.
So that's Over the River, Justin Hines and the Dominoes, baby.
I love that.
Nice and chill.
I've been in a little bit of a weird Kings of Leon kick.
Oh, I love that.
Greg Stone texted me.
Yeah?
And we were sharing some music back and forth, and he sent me a cover of Kings of Leon covering Robin, and I love that cover.
Oh, dude, hell yeah.
That's a great cover, but then I showed him this. Was it Work on Me? Dude, this was a song I heard right, like the day before the pandemic started, like when they shut everything down. I was at a friend's girlfriend's place for like a dinner party. I heard this song, and I remember being like, fuck, I didn't know Kings of Leon could be this good. And then lockdown happened, and I just listened to this nonstop.
Work on Me, Kings of Leon.
I love it.
Oh, I like this too.
They're really fucking good.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah.
Undeniably good. And they have been for a long time.
Yeah. No, I love this. This is like my favorite Kings of Leon song, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine's still 4 Kicks.
That one's great, dude.
Dude, I still remember like being a little kid and I stayed up late and I turned on MTV and it was the music video for 4 Kicks. And I was like, oh my fucking God, what is this?
Yeah, dude. It's so good.
It's great.
All right. Let's wrap up.
We're going to wrap it up, guys. Nuclear.
Thank you. Yeah, just don't get bombed.
Yeah, don't get bombed.
Don't get bombed.
If you can avoid it, I'd be in a city that won't get bombed.
Hang on. Let me just text Evan. I think he's here.
All right, cool.
All right. So, do you have anything to plug besides Animal
watch
Control?
Animal Control on Fox.
Every Thursday at 9?
Every Thursday at 9. And then next day on Hulu.
If you are in New York City, April 11th at Planet Showbiz, come to Family Hog.
Family Hog.
And then April 26th, if you're in Philadelphia, I'm at Fergie's Pub.
Okay, Fergie's Pub. Come to grub. They come for the grub, the hum. Yeah. Thank you for listening to our show. I hope you had a good time at our show. I hope you come back again and listen more. Oh, this was not our strongest, but it will do.
It'll do.
It'll do.
We did the job.
We did our job. Did you do yours? Ask yourself, did you do your job today? We did our job today. Okay, goodbye.
See ya.
Everyone.
Welcome to the Cum Zone. Only come inside anime girls.
Ow! Ow.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.